It's Fans Corner. Welcome to it, and thank you so much for making time for us. We are back in the Betway Premiership, and we've just watched Marumo Gallants against Orlando Pirates out at the Toyota Stadium in Free State, in the heart of Free State in Mangaung, Bloemfontein, and that game ending by 2-0 in favor of Marumo Gallants. Very important 3 points dropped by Orlando Pirates. If catching Mamelodi Sundowns was difficult already, they've just made it even more difficult now. It's becoming a runaway train that Mamelodi Sundowns lead at the top there, and Pirates have just made it easier. We spoke about it last time and said rather have the points in hand, rather have the points on the board instead of the games in hand. But unfortunately for Orlando Pirates, they're now just playing under pressure. Every game they play, it's a must-win game. It makes it more and more difficult for Orlando Pirates. One would have thought that they might do well because they do really well in cup competitions, because cup competition, every game is a win, is a must-win, because if you don't win, you are out of the competition. But for some reason, in the league, they seem to be struggling, Orlando Pirates. Yes, they are number 2, so we can't really say they are struggling. They are trying to catch a very difficult Mamelodi Sundowns, a very difficult team to catch. I think now this is a big blow, a major blow for Orlando Pirates, this one. With Sundowns leading the table by 18 points, that means there's these 6 games that you owe to win from your remaining games, and you must win just to catch up with Sundowns and hope that they will slip up somewhere for you to also overtake them if you are to get a chance to overtake them. So a difficult one. In terms of the title race, this is just becoming the sun is setting. The sun is setting. The sun is going down now. Excuse the pun. The sun is setting for Orlando Pirates because Sundowns are really turning the screw on the other side of the table. What I enjoyed so much about this game was the atmosphere, man. It was a football festival out in Mangaung. It was scenes, beautiful scenes. The songs that were sung, I felt so jealous of the people who were able to catch that. Growing up, I used to, as a Kaizer Chiefs fan, growing up in Limpopo, I used to envy people who get to go to the stadium when Bloemfontein Celtic was playing against Kaizer Chiefs, especially that game, the home game for Bloemfontein Celtic. I used to say one day I want to go there, and I got the chance to do it because there was a time in my life where I was working in Free State, and I got the chance to watch a few games between Kaizer Chiefs and Bloemfontein Celtic. And the scenes that I saw tonight for Pirates in the game of Marumo Gallants against Orlando Pirates just kind of reminded me of that. And they made me miss Bloemfontein Celtic even more. Hence, I changed the jersey that I recorded. Earlier on, you saw I recorded wearing a Super Sports jersey, but I was like, after the Pirates and Marumo Gallants game, I was like, I miss Bloemfontein Celtic so much. Let me put on this one. What an atmosphere, beautiful atmosphere. To the people in Bloemfontein, the people of Mangaung and the surrounding areas, guys, we salute you. You are a special breed of supporters in South African football. We can't take that away from you. Even when you don't have a team that is based in Bloemfontein, you still come out and support. Even when Bafana comes that side, you still come and support. And what I like the most about that stadium, that crowd that packs that stadium, it's a very young crowd. Most of the time, in comparison to other games that we watch, it's a very, very young crowd. You see a whole lot of young people going to the game. It makes for beautiful scenes there. It also helps there. I think they have 2 universities surrounding that stadium. One side of the stadium, there's the University of Free State, and on the other side of the stadium, there's the Central University of Technology, if I'm not mistaken, if my geography is correct, yeah. But beautiful. That's not the only reason why. There are other stadiums that are surrounded by universities. The likes of Loftus Stadium, for instance, is just right across the street from the University of Pretoria, but we don't get to see these kinds of scenes that we saw in Bloemfontein. A beautiful game of football as well. I think the coaches of Orlando Pirates got it wrong. They got it wrong. Just like in the previous game, I thought they got it wrong and they just got away with it because they got a winning goal right at the end of the game. I'm still saying I have nothing against Bandile Shandu, but I'll still prefer to start Nkota instead of Shandu there. Because if you look at Orlando Pirates, they were attacking on one side. You have Hoto piling up some serious pace on the left. You've got Mufukeng piling up some serious pace on the left. When Hoto pushes forward, then Mufokeng comes in. Then now there's a collision between Mufokeng and today it was Kabelo Dlamini as well. There's Mufokeng, there's Dlamini, there's Mabasa as well there. So it congested that area so much to a point where sometimes there were so many unnecessary passes when Pirates were on the final third. And I'll tell you why I'm saying unnecessary passes. Remember, on the 13th minute of the game, Washington Arubi got injured. The goalkeeper, the Marumo Gallants goalkeeper, got injured. And Marumo Gallants brought in a fringe goalkeeper, a goalkeeper who hasn't played football in a while. You look at him, you don't see the kind of fitness that you saw on Washington Arubi. And you are probably thinking, if I'm Orlando Pirates at this point, I'm going to tell my attackers, guys, test this goalkeeper from the word go to make sure that he doesn't settle down. Make sure he gets absolutely no save. Shoot at him. Do as much as you can to unsettle him. What do Pirates do? They go into the final test, they massage the ball, they pass the ball to each other so many times. It was so frustrating. You know, it was like a payback of what Chiefs did to Pirates fans earlier on in the Sundowns game. We know Sundowns Pirates fans were rooting for Kaizer Chiefs, and Kaizer Chiefs disappointed. They also disappointed the Pirates fans. I, as a Kaizer Chiefs fan, I really wanted this title race to be alive for a long time. And with Pirates doing what they did today, I think I just got so I was so disappointed because the opportunity was there. Here's a fringe goalkeeper who hasn't had enough time to warm up. This guy was not prepared to play football tonight, and they just gave him a free. Well, let me not say a free because he ended a clean sheet. There were not many shots on target. You know, I think it's obvious. Shouldn't it be obvious that when there's a new goalkeeper on the pitch who didn't start the game, you start by unsettling him? And Pirates, I mean, the stats are saying Pirates had a 72% ball possession. What did they do with it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Shots at goal. Let me just confirm the shots at goal because I don't want to be thumb-sucking things over here. Ball position, like I said, 28% to Marumo Gallants, 72% to Orlando Pirates. Goal attempts, 15. Listen to this. 15 goal attempts by Orlando Pirates. That means shots by Orlando Pirates. But the ones on target were only 3. I mean, and then Marumo Gallants had 2. From those 2, they scored 2 goals. Well, the other one was an own goal, so we don't count. That's not a shot at goal. It's an own goal from what's his name? I forget his name now. Yeah, but it was an own goal, so it's not a shot at goal on target. So it means Orlando Pirates. I mean, Marumo Gallants had 1 shot at goal on target, and then Pirates had 7 off target, 3 on target, and the other 5 were blocked. So you see, you have 72% of the ball and you only have 3 shots at goal on targets, and therefore you expect to win. You're not going to win a game of football with only 3 shots at goal on targets, and when you have 72% of the ball. So they wasted most of the ball, and I feel like it was more one-sided. It was mostly on the left-hand side. Even when Shandu, like I said, I have nothing against Shandu, but honestly speaking, Nkota gives Pirates a little bit more, because in terms of the chances he creates on the right hand side, he makes the Pirates attack to be balanced, a little bit more balanced than when you have Bandile Shandu on the field. And I have nothing against him, but honestly speaking, I feel like Pirates should have brought him back gradually into the game rather than just starting him games. I think he's the kind of player right now who should be coming in the second half. Especially when you don't need to win, when you're not under pressure. Maybe you're already winning in the 75th minute, give him 15 minutes next game, those kinds of things that I thought his management of the return of Shandu was not done correctly. It's just an opinion. We don't know what's happening at the Pirates training. Okay, it could be other reasons why. Yeah, Mbata is the guy who got the who's got the own goal for Orlando Pirates, which gave Marumo Gallants 2 goals and 3 points at the end of the day. I'm disappointed by the fact that we are going to get this. It looks to me. How many games have Sundowns played? Sundowns have now played 20 games. Okay. Sure, man. This could be over. Yeah, this could be over very soon. This will be over very soon. Actually, let me just put it that way. Put my head on the block and say this league title will be wrapped up much earlier than the usual. And obviously, Sundowns, like I said, they're going to chase their, without the pressure to win. They're now going to be chasing for their records, breaking their own records and setting new ones. Disappointed I am, but I enjoyed the football down in Mangaung. I also enjoyed what Marumo did. Marumo Gallants were very clear that we are not going to win the game in the middle of the park, so we are going to play at the back. When we get the ball from the back, we don't pass it to the front. We carry it. That's what they did. If you check most of the chances they created, they would win the ball and push and drive with the ball to the center, instead of passing it to the center, but drive with it to the center, allowing the block to move a little bit to advanced positions just before the center. Then they pass it to a person who's at the forefront to create a counter attack, a quick counter attack. And they were quick in their ball movement. There was a time when there was a one-on-one situation. I think the guy, I think it's Sitole, right, who missed a clear one-on-one opportunity. It could have even been more for Marumo Gallants. They could have won this game. I think that's the other shorted goal on target that Gallants had, because they didn't score from that one. Otherwise, Pirates, I feel like they wasted serious ball position. They could have won the game. They could have rescued at least a point, even though it wasn't going to be enough. But I feel like they really messed up this particular one. Otherwise, like I said, I enjoyed the football festival. Like I said, it was a football festival in Mangaung. Shout out to the people out there in Mangaung. I really enjoyed this one. It's been a while since I enjoyed the game like this. Just watching it on TV, the song, when you could hear the songs from the TV while watching the game, the song, the atmosphere in the stadium is amazing. Great atmosphere. Shout out to the people who went to the stadium, and shout out to you who made time to watch our version of the post-match reaction. And we meet again in the next one. This has been Fans Corner.